They stole hearts and robbed the cradle. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrities who scandalously dated teenagers. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at celebrities that have one thing in common. They've all dated a teenager. Some of these unions were short-lived, others longer-lasting, and some even bloomed into marriage. But they all feature a famous adult partnered up with a lover from the under-20 club.
Cavill even admits to being, quote, super intimidated by King and not wanting to mess things up.
Number 10. Doug Hutchison and Courtney Stodden.
We got a dead man walking here.
Hutchison is an actor perhaps best known for 1999's The Green Mile. But he re-entered the spotlight in a big way when he married 16-year-old Courtney Stodden in 2011. The two met online through an acting workshop Hutchison was teaching, with the 50-year-old apparently unaware that his love interest was not even 1/3 his age.
I call him Dad instead of Doug sometimes, on accident.
See, this is the thing. I'm raising my wife.
Stodden's mother approved, at least at the time, while Hutchison lost his agent and was alienated from much of his family. Since tying the knot, the pair have split, reunited, been expecting, renewed vows, and split again, with Stodden bumping up her C's to double D's and releasing a solo sex tape along the way. Number 9. Henry Cavill and Tara King. The handsome, well-spoken Superman actor tends to keep a pretty low profile, which made the gossip-worthy 13-year age gap with girlfriend Tara King all the more surprising. After meeting Cavill at a London nightclub in 2015, King later accompanied him to the Batman vs. Superman premiere, as well as a Vanity Fair Oscar party. The actor spoke glowingly about his ladylove in interviews throughout 2016, but by year's end, they had parted ways, with King reportedly wanting something more serious than Cavill. It wasn't the first age-gapped relationship for Cavill either, as, oddly enough, he himself dated a 32-year-old when he was 19. Number 8. Paul Walker and Jasmine PilchardGosnell. Paul Walker's accidental death was a shocker. But amid the tragedy came to light a previously unnoticed detail about his life: his girlfriend's age. 23 when Walker died, and having dated him for roughly 7 years, Jasmine PilchardGosnell was most likely 16 when her relationship began with the then 33-year-old actor. Although just 8 years her senior, Jasmine took on a stepmotherly role to Walker's daughter Meadow. A bit of math and a few details involving ex-girlfriend Aubriana Atwell suggest that PilchardGosnell was not the first 16-year-old an adult Walker had been involved with. Number 7. R. Kelly and Aaliyah. Age Ain't Nothing But a Number takes on more meaning when you consider the fact that the album's adult producer and very underage singer were an alleged item. That R. Kelly also wrote the track only makes things more scandalous. They first met when she was 12, with Kelly becoming a mentor to the young singer. But at some point, things became strange, most notably when they got married. Because she was 15, rather than the 18 claimed by the paperwork, the marriage was illegal and annulled soon after by her parents. Both parties claimed it never happened. However, later legal matters would see her seek to have the records expunged, proving that, legal or not, it happened.
If I could turn back the hands of time.
Number 6. Jerry Seinfeld and Shoshanna Lonstein. The fictional Jerry Seinfeld has had many notable romantic interests. A deaf woman, a phone sex operator, a supermodel, a woman who always wore the same outfit, a woman with man hands, and many more. The actual Jerry Seinfeld dated a high school student. Meeting her when she was 17 and rollerblading, Seinfeld and Shoshanna Lonstein became tabloid regulars and Howard Stern fodder. The two were an item throughout her university days, and Jerry also allegedly made 2 attempts at engagement, including a proposal on her 21st birthday. However, they broke up at least once during their couplehood, before splitting for good in 1997 after roughly 4 years together. Number 5. Sonny Bono and Cher. It's doubly impossible to believe that Cher was ever a teenager and that Sonny Bono was capable of dating her, but it's true. All of it. By then a high school dropout, 16-year-old Cher was a dancer keen on cracking into showbiz when she met Sonny in November of 1962. He instead hired her as a housekeeper, but eventually found her work as a backup singer. After about a month of living together, the two became involved, culminating in an unofficial and non-binding wedding in Tijuana in October 1964 when she was 18. A real wedding followed in 1969, after the birth of their child Chaz, born Chastity Bono.
I got you to walk with me. I got you and I won't let go.
Number 4. Sam TaylorJohnson and Aaron TaylorJohnson. Freshly divorced and deep into directing her debut feature film Nowhere Boy, the then 42-year-old Sam Taylor Wood fell for her star, the then 18-year-old Aaron Johnson.
Oh, why could God make me Elvis?
Because he was saving you for John Lennon.
Oh, get you back for that, God.
Although Johnson was just 7 years older than her eldest child, the pair hit it off and, by the film's premiere in October 2009, were officially engaged. Marrying in June of 2012, the couple both took on the name TaylorJohnson and also adopted a one film per year policy, which allows either of them to work while the other raises the family and tends to the garden. In Aaron's case, he enjoys his fathering and gardening so much that as of 2017, he's contemplating retiring from acting. Number 3. Renee Angelil and Celine Dion. Although they were ultimately together until his death in 2016, the beginnings of the Angelil-Dion union saw Dion meet Angelil when he was 38 and she was 12. With Dion seeking management, Renee not only took Celine on as a client, but also put up his house to bankroll her debut album. When she was around 17 or 18, Dion began to have feelings for the older Renee, despite him still being legally married.
My heart will go on there.
They began secretly dating in 1987, and while Celine's mother was initially opposed to the courtship, it actually had more to do with Renee's prior failed relationships than the whole position of authority thing, or the massive age gap. Number 2. Jerry Lee Lewis and Myra Gale Brown.
Goodness and gracious, great ball of fire.
Jerry Lee Lewis has been married many times, but the only one that lasted in the public memory was wife number 3. 13-year-old first cousin once removed, Myra Gale Brown.
So you have your cousins, and then you have your first cousins, and then you have your second cousins.
No, honey.
That's not right, is it?
The discovery of Lewis's child bride unsurprisingly completely derailed his career. Busted at the beginning of a quickly aborted 1958 tour of the UK, Lewis's booking fees dropped from $10,000 to $250 per show, while radio blacklisted him. Despite this, the couple was married until 1970, by which time Brown had doubled in age and given birth to 2 children. Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
We like fashion together. It's like something we share.
But Joel's not like the type of person that I think a lot of people think he is because he's like in a band.
You know, I actually saw her last night.
Yeah.
And she's been working.
Really? You've been seeing her?
No, I didn't see her. In fact, her boyfriend was here on the show last night. Yeah.
We just, honestly, we became best friends before anything happened, so I think that that's awesome, and we're just like, I don't know, hanging out.
Number 1. Elvis Presley and Priscilla Ann Wagner. Presley's army life was eventful to say the least. The only time he left the US was when he was stationed in Germany, and this was also when he was introduced to pills, karate, and 14-year-old Priscilla Ann Wagner. Meeting in 1959, Elvis was smitten, but was initially denied a second date when he broke her curfew. Regardless, the couple dated until Presley returned stateside in 1960. They then kept it up long distance, until Priscilla moved into Graceland in 1963. In 1966, they were engaged, and married in 1967, which, per Priscilla at least, was also the first time they did the deed. Lisa Marie, the couple's only child, was born 9 months later.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.